Well, all that's left to do is put a gone fishing sign on the door, and that's it.
Well, I want to check the supply room and take care of those reservations. Why don't you go ahead? I'll close up.
Well, I am rather anxious to start the vacation.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me a number who I can reach you in case anything comes up?
No. I don't want to see, hear, think, or feel about the unicorn in the next week. You'll take care of anything that comes up.
Yeah, you can count on me.
Okay, have a nice weekend.
Yeah, you have a great time, Mr.
Bye,
Bye.
thank you.
Toby?
Paige, are you alone?
Don't worry. The place isn't surrounded. Nobody's going to get on a bullhorn and tell you to come out with your hands up.
I still have to be very careful.
Yeah. You told me Zach was the last threat to my life. You know how long it's been since I've been able to walk down the street without looking over my shoulder?
I feel lousy about last night. That creep Zach must have been tailing me, hoping that I would lead him to you.
Toby, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to walk out of here last night. You saved my life.
I told you I came to Monticello to keep my eye on you.
Once the smoke cleared last night, do you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to stand up and point to you and say, see that man who saved my life? He's Tobias.
Well, I'm glad you thought better of that.
I wanted Steve and the police and everybody to have an eyewitness account that you were telling the truth. That you were trying to help me and you had nothing to do with those attempts on my life.
Oh, Paige. Even if the police believed you, they're not going to think of me exactly as a Boy Scout. I mean, I'm still wanted for the break-in on the arms depot. For lifting those rifles and trying to give them to those guerrilla fighters.
You were just trying to help those poor people.
That's what's important to me, Paige. That you still believe in me.
I never doubted you, Toby.
Hey, is that the way you kiss somebody who just saved your life?
I guess my nerves are a little on edge.
No, I don't think that's it at all.
I'm sorry, Toby.
You know, I always suspected there was someone else. Even when we were together. You were always thinking about someone else.
I don't want to discuss this.
No, you never want to discuss it. Well, I've got nothing to hide, Paige. It's no big secret how I feel about you.
Raven, I'm home.
I'm in the bedroom.
What are you doing? We're supposed to be leaving soon.
Oh, Logan, I just don't even have the strength to go to the closet and get a dress. I feel terrible.
All right, what's the matter?
Remember, I told you I was coming down with something at April's?
Yeah, I thought that was your hay fever acting up.
No, I got a bug. I just feel achy all over. I want to die.
Yeah, well, before we make the funeral arrangements, have you managed to take your temperature?
I didn't want to know what it would be.
I'll get the thermometer. By the way, I stopped in at Draper's office on the way over here and picked up the paperwork for Jamie's adoption.
Is that necessary? Look, you're my husband. That means you're Jamie's father.
Yeah, well, I just want it nice and legal.
Well, do we have to do that now?
It's no big deal. You sign the paper, I get it notarized, I take it to a judge, and he signs it, then Jamie is legally my little boy. I wish we could get it done before we have to go, and it is the first item on the agenda when we get back from this tour. Hope you're going to be well enough to go on a trip.
I want to see the paper.
I can't understand you, and you can't talk and have the thermometer work at the same time.
I want to see the
Why, right. We could play charades. How many words? I don't want to... You can read the papers on the plane.
Logan, please.
Okay.
I want to see
All right.
them.
All right. Put it back in your mouth. Keep your mouth closed. Okay, here we go. This first page is the only thing that really concerns you, and that's where you sign. We can take a look at the thermometer now.
Here, you read this.
Okay.
Oh, honey, I can't understand a word this says. You're
Raven,
just going to have to explain
You've
it.
got a fever of 102.
Well, if it's 103, let's sell.
Well, that's not funny. You're really sick. I better call Dr. Lacey.
Oh, wait a minute now.
You're
I
too
just
sick
have a
to
virus.
travel, too. We're going to have to cancel the whole tour.
No, wait, why? Why?
Because I can't leave you alone like this. I got to take care of you.
What are you going to do? Bring me orange juice and change the television channels? You got to go
I
on that
will
tour.
issue a press release that says the candidate is at the side of his stricken wife. I'll look like Mr. Domestic, and the voters will love me.
Logan, the voters want to see and hear you. Now, you just let me lie here and rest for a couple of days, and I'll join you later, okay?
You sure? I mean, being sick and alone is the pits.
No, I don't want you to change your plans. You go.
I don't know.
Come on. I don't want you to lose votes because of me. You go. It's your career.
I've seen that gun before.